You need a website. You need a website.
I don't care. Yes, hopefully it does work this time. Backbone issues resolved. Still looks like a long delay. No drop frames this time, so I think we're good.
Yes, hopefully it does work this
I
time.
think we're good. Liam, how you doing, man? Did you guys watch this yet? I'm only an hour and a half late to the game. My turnaround's getting pretty good on this.
Still looks like a long delay.
This one's short. This one's only like 18 minutes long.
No drop frames this time, so I think we're good. I think we're good.
Super, super short.
Liam, how you doing, man? Did you guys watch this yet? I'm only an hour and a half late to the game. My turnaround's getting pretty good on this. This one's short. This one's only like 18 minutes long.
When you say there's I'm seeing it pop up pretty real time here. Interesting. Yeah, I see it. Like I already see your comments on the live stream, so looks to be about 15 to 30 seconds. Anyway, did you guys
When you say there's I'm seeing it pop up pretty real time here.
turned off? I'll close that actually. No, that'll be turned off in a second. Did you guys why is this around the verse so short? Animation is the name of the game for this week's Around the Verse. Animation director Steve Bender and CG supervisor Forrest Stefan host this week's episode. Oh, we're heading to Austin. Okay. Who update us on a bunch of different animations and reveal details about the new and improved Hornet. Learn more. Sorry about that. I'll wait a few minutes. and we'll actually get this started. You know what this needs? This needs music. We need some Pedro in the background here. The audio delay is gone. The audio delay is gone, right? All right, I can't wait. I gotta watch this. This should be fun. Yeah. All right, let's do this. Let me know on the volumes, guys. I tested it beforehand, but you never know.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to your weekly source for everything Star Citizen around the verse. I'm your host, Animation Director Steve Bender, and joining me today is CG Supervisor Forrest Steffen. Happy ATV, Forrest.
And happy ATV to you, Steve. How about we start with a quick update on Alpha 2.6?
How'd you do on your finals, man? Or how do you think you did on your finals, I should say, Liam? Yeah, not shared here. At least it's not stuttering and frames dropping, right? At least it's just a delay.
So the Evocati are hammering away at the build and helping us test Star Marine, Pirate Swarm, all the new ships, Spectrum, and more. A lot of progress has been made so far, and the team is smashing a ton of bugs every day.
We are hoping to release 2.6
like,
for wider PTU testing within the next few days so that we can get more backers contributing to the issue council. Until then, you can hop onto the website to view the latest details on our up-to-date production schedule report to see where every single thing is at.
We've also been busy getting everything ready for the holiday live stream on Friday, December 16th.
That's 16th, 8 days from now. So that's next Friday, correct? I got to remember to stream that. Real quick, what'd you guys think about the them releasing their production timeline? Like, my first reaction was, who the hell does that? Like, absolutely, who the hell does that? I thought that was pretty cool. And the detail, like, I mean, there wasn't like super detail, but there was enough detail to right? This is so short, Jojo.
QA has begun running through what we're going to show, but with all 2.6 work going on, we reached out on the forums for some local Los Angeles backers to come into the studio and lend a hand with the playtesting and preparation, and so far it's been a significant help.
Well, so much help that we might reach out to the forums again in the future when the need arises in LA or at the other studios.
Now let's head to Austin for this week's studio update.
Hey guys, Jake Ross here, producer of the Austin
How much do you think his
Studio,
tattoos
here
cost?
This week to talk about what's going on here in Austin. I want to pass it over to Jay Brushwood and Daniel Craig to talk about what's going on
The Daniel Craig?
Lately, we've been focused on updating the user experience inside these spaceship cockpits. A lot of that has to do with the reactions you get when banking, accelerating, decelerating, and updating the G-force blend spaces to give the user this real visceral experience of being inside a modern, futuristic space fighter out there, you know, and so we're really excited to be working on that. In addition to that, we are updating the Caterpillar, which is a larger ship, and it actually uses some of the main metric seats that we have in the Freelancer. So this allows us to repurpose animations. You know, we don't have to create unique animations for every single ship. It allows us to get these ships done faster and quicker out to you.
So we've been editing and implementing the combat speeds for the ships.
It is Daniel
ship
Craig.
Animations. Earlier this year when we did the shoot, we created templates based off the models. So the animations we actually got out of it are very close to the actual models in game. which helps when you're implementing. It goes a lot faster when the hand actually reaches where it's supposed to. Where before we were a little bit more flexible and it wasn't 100% accurate. Now we have the models based on it, built on set, so
That's
that helps a lot. Ultimately, we're trying to get all the combat speeds in this year for all the current ships and the upcoming ships. And in the near future, we'd like to also get the emergency
Oh, I
speeds,
thought the
which
old
are
was the new.
even
Hold on, I want to
faster
rewind
than
that,
the
guys.
combat. We're trying to get all the combat speeds in this year for all the current ships and the
Yeah, it's
upcoming
dead
ships.
on. Good job.
And in the near future, we'd like to also get the emergency speeds, which are
I was gonna say James Bond went gray.
and the walk speeds, which are going to be the slower ones, so that when the player enters or exits, it's depending on the situation, the speed will change. So if you're trying to get out fast, it'll go super fast, and if you're trying to kind of role play slow, then you can get out a little bit more leisurely.
Wait.
All right, awesome. Thanks, guys.
I missed the part. How do you control whether it's fast or slow? Like, how will the game know? Like, if you're under attack, like if your ass is being shot, it's gonna let you get into your plane faster or your ship faster.
It's depending on the situation, the speed will change. So if
All
you're
right,
trying to
situational.
get
Okay,
out fast, it'll go super fast, and if you're trying to kind of role play slow, then you can get out a little bit more leisurely.
Okay, cool.
All right, awesome. Thanks,
I was
guys.
like, how the hell-
Let's get an update on the Hornet improvements that Chris Smith has been doing.
So lately I've been working on the rework of the original Hornet F7C model. It's, the original model that was in the original trailer, essentially. It was slightly reworked a little while ago, but this...
Hold on real quick. That was the first promise. The schedule, releasing the schedule was one of their first promises. So it's kind of like they just lived up to it. Interesting. Was that a Kickstarter promise, or was that something after they got funded?
This time I was tasked with really bringing it up visually to match up with the rest of the ships. And on top of that, I was also tasked with doing a special livery version for that, which was called the Wildfire. Let's have a look. So here we have the new Hornets lined up, which are actually the original Hornets, but they've just been remodeled, essentially. So really nothing changes on the model itself. Well, on the functionality or anything dimension-wise, everything stays the same. All I've done is basically go through and clean up the model itself, add our new modeling techniques
Wait,
with the
crazy,
palm
what staircase?
detail and the new materials that we use, and basically bring the ship up to the level of our other current ships that we have in the game. So here you can get a good look at just how I changed it. It's a lot smoother. If you remember the old one, the textures aren't quite as clean like this. For example, I have the old model over here, and this kind of gives you a good visual standard of where it came from. So here's the old model, and here's the new model. And so as I did this model, the Hornet, the basic Hornet model, is shared throughout all the variances. So all the other variances use the same mesh as the basic F7C. So here we have the new updated F7C model. Take a look at the bottom. Some of the components haven't been updated quite yet, but they will as well. As you can see, it's just a lot cleaner overall. And that was the main goal for this. So as you can see here, I've put a little bit more thought into the modeling. You can kind of see here I've modeled the wing in. Now it doesn't just smash into the geometry like on the old model. So I'll move on to the other models. Since it all shares the same mesh, all the other models will get updated as well. So here we have the Hornet Ghost. Some of the materials are still going to be tweaked by the time it's released. This initial
It's like a
pass
friggin'
here.
dragonfly.
And
Looks
then
awesome.
we have the radar-equipped Hornet. So as you can see, all that updated mesh.
It's what they have noticed on the forums, right? They're starting to release, if I'm correct, over maybe 6 months ago, a year, Like there's a lot more coming quicker, right? And that's because a lot of the foundational technology is done, right? So that people are getting more of their visions fulfilled, I guess. So point being, I talked to a lot of people that they're saying there's a lot less complaining because there's a lot more being fulfilled now. The visions they're starting to see results, I guess. So this is just another way for them to
Just propagates the
That's cool.
other models, which is very cool and helps out. And so here we have the special edition F7C Wildfire Hornet. This one has a special story to it. It was piloted by Aria Riley, and this was her special paint job that she used. And she really was fond of the Hornet F7C, and so we turned this one into a special version for that, which comes with the custom decals that we created for this.
Do you guys know who Aurelia Riley is?
Made a little nose art treatment in sort of a classic style.
It's kind of a cool design.
And again, it's got the
I like it a
updated
lot.
mesh and everything. I've also updated the cockpit of the S7C. If we swoop in here real quick. I've really kept the style of it the same. I didn't really change the style of it, but mainly the model has just been cleaned up. So the geometry doesn't have any weird fragmentations on it, and all that stuff has been cleaned up, and the detail is a lot more crisp. And also the chair was updated. I did keep the original style for everything.
Derek
as much as
Smartmouth.
I could, and just some slight updates, like I said. But yeah, this should make it much nicer to pilot.
All right, that's all we have for you this week, guys. Thanks. We'll see you around.
Cool. Maybe that
It
was
was really awesome to see all the
maybe that was the whole trick. Maybe Derek's master plan was to push transparency farther along.
new ship pipeline improvement applied to the Hornet. It was one of the first ships ever made for the project, so the tech has come a significant way since its original implementation, and it's never looked better. Fantastic job, Chris Smith.
It's also really great to have those new cockpit entrances going in. When we recorded those on the mocap stage, we actually built out full-scale cockpits for the performers to interact with.
Yeah.
We would have the actors
Awesome.
familiarize themselves with the ship and then have them record the motions to get them at the right speed. They'll get even faster when we start working on the emergency entrances and exits.
Wow, sounds awesome. All right, now let's go back to Austin.
That's
for the
hardcore.
latest community update with Tyler. Take it away, Tyler.
Tyler Witkin.
Hey everyone, Tyler Whitkin, Community Manager in the Austin, Texas studio, here to bring you this week's Community Update. Next week is the holiday live stream, and if the past tells us anything, it's that there's probably going to be a lot of Bar Citizen viewing parties around the globe. So make sure to head over to barcitizen.sc to see if there's an event happening in your area. Now, if you can't wait until next week and you live anywhere in or around Utrecht, Netherlands, head over to barcitizen.nl for all the details for an event happening this Saturday, December 10th. And now it's time for this week's MVP award.
Who
With
is
all
it?
the excitement and hype surrounding patch 2.6, we were super excited to see a lot of 2.6 themed content flowing into the Community Hub. So first, I'd like to give a congratulations to Deadweight for his detailed efforts in creating a 3D printed Drake Caterpillar. Additionally, I'd also like to congratulate Jumbify.
That's
for
kind of
his
cool. I want to look at that.
delicious efforts in creating a Drake Caterpillar made out of gingerbread. So congratulations, the two of you. You're both MVPs this week. Lastly, the week would not be complete without Reverse the Verse, so make sure to tune in live tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific
Mine
Standard
asshole
Time,
for being like, wow, there's a lot of holes in that
twitch.tv/SIG
ship.
Community, where we're going to be talking about everything that you saw on today's episode. Thanks for all the support, and we'll see you in the verse.
The
The
just
3D
released Caterpillar is getting a lot of love this week, and no surprise there. The ship team did a fantastic job with it.
Yeah, they really
That Caterpillar
did.
must be
It's
like
looking fantastic.
8 or 9
I feel
parts,
like we
right?
need to team up
3D
with
printed
Deadweight
parts.
and Jumbify together to get a 3D printed cookie going.
Welcome, David.
Or maybe a procedural cookie planet.
Ready?
With realistic frosting.
Wait, I missed
textures.
it. Sorry, I was saying hi. I think they cracked it. I love their little jokes.
Or maybe a fantastic job with it.
Yeah, they really did. It's looking fantastic. I feel like we need to team up with Deadweight and Jumbify together to get a 3D printed cookie going.
Ooh, or maybe a procedural cookie planet.
With realistic frosted biospheres?
Look at him look off in the distance like, I'm
Speaking of realistic, the animation team has been creating a whole slew of new animations to further flesh out the PU and Squadron 42 and implement some of the missing pieces that are going to tie everything together. Let's take a look at what they've been working on.
Adrian, Zim. Hi, guys. Squadron 42
Squadron
animations.
42 animations. Do you remember recently we talked about metrics a lot? Well, recently at IMS, we captured a whole bunch of universal transitions. These are transitions
Standardized
that
animations.
into and out of usable objects. Some of the stuff that we have been working on are Lego pieces. Do you remember the metrics that we had talked about before in previous episodes? Well, here's one of the examples of what I'm talking about. These are some of our universal transitions.
Pretty good, David. After this, let me. I'm going to show you a couple pictures from our Bar Citizen last week. I haven't done any Star Citizen content, so I haven't gotten a chance to talk about it. But I got permission from Tokyo to show one picture, so you might want to stick around for that.
We went to the stage and actually shot a bunch of animations that fit our template for metrics. So as you can see, we have all these arrows here showing the metrics of how to get into an object. And we went to the sound stage over at Imaginarium Studios, and we shot a bunch of universal transitions. You can see all the different ways a character can actually enter this in particular usable. This can be used across the board. It could be used for, in this case, we kind of have it set up for a mess hall table that you'd see in a cafeteria, but it could be used for anything. It could be like cockpits in certain ships. It could be anywhere that a character can actually sit down. And you can see that we have a bunch of different ways that an AI can actually approach an object and enter it and then exit. And the reason why all these are important,
Do you guys do them monthly, David?
these universal transitions is so that we have one piece of animation that we can go to for everything. And what we'll do is we'll take this and we'll motion edit this to work with the mess hall table. We'll do another motion edit and we'll edit it to work with booths inside of bars and restaurants and other.
So this right here, this line right here, that's okay. So this is an exit point here. That's an exit point there. This is an exit and turn back point, I'm assuming, right? So get up instead of going this direction or this direction. So there's actually they've created 4 entry points from the back always. Oh no, they got entry points from the sides too. Holy crap. They got a lot of holy crap. There's a lot of permutations here. Like enter here. Wow, good for them.
Various.
I thought originally there was 4 exit points, but all these are double arrows, so I'm assuming they're bi-directional, right?
Venues that you can go and sit down in. This allows AI and in some cases characters to players to actually approach a usable, and when they hit the use button, they'll play a much smoother, much nicer animation to be able to sit down. These are all in the works, and we should be able to see all these at some point in Squadron 42 and in Persistent Universe. Along with some of the other things that we've been doing, which are setting up metrics for usable objects, so grabbing something, in this case a data pad, and being able to actually use it. This happens to be a transfer of data animation that you'll see inside Squadron 42 at some point, where you go aboard this derelict spaceship and you see this data pad floating, you gotta grab it, you gotta interact with it to achieve the mission. So we're doing a lot of these, in particular, interactive animations as well. Here's an example of when you first interact with an object, in this case a data pad. You need a boot up sequence. So I'm gonna just boot this thing up here and get ready to transfer some data. And we're going through and we're fine tuning.
Imagine if it was so complex, like you were just like, you could just dick around, you could just be like boom, 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 and the fingers just like what you could basically, it recreates the animation, but you could touch anywhere on the screen, so you could actually not hit the button.
These animations of
The stupid shit I think about, guys. Seriously.
Grabbing things, holstering these things if it's an NPC walking around.
The date, Jojo, the date is shit. Next Thursday. 8th. 16th. Sorry. The 16th. So that is next Friday. I don't think they set a time, but it's definitely it's the 16th.
We're doing lots of finger articulation. All the animators here are hard at work polishing a lot of these animations that we have been working on for so long. This also includes something that is kind of the pet project for our animation director here, and that's the deck crew sequence, where you get to experience this as close to this amazing jet pilot military takeoff as you possibly can from the deck of an aircraft carrier.
Hey guys, so I'm working on the deck crew animation, so let's take a look.
Okay.
So what you're going to see here is I'm going to play 2 different camera angles. The first camera angle that you're seeing right now is what the player will see. It's a rough representation, so still work in progress. The next will be a camera switcher, so you can see all the different positions. These animations are fully interactive. They are not canned. That is if there's an explosion, if they get shot, if the ship lists or something like that, you'll see them fall over and get sucked out into space and react to whatever's happening around them. So the other thing too is that these are completely scalable also. So on a bigger ship, like let's say like the Bengal, for launching bigger ships, we can go through and we can adjust for that. All right, so I'm going to play the second camera angle here. Okay. And I'm going to talk about...
Yeah, quiche. That's what I was saying. Like, you could just be like...
So this is the yellow plane director. I'm just going to step out.
Touch anywhere.
Everybody know that that everything's safe. Everybody comes in from the orange safe zone and starts checking to make sure the craft is ready for launch. These are the green shirts that are doing all the checking here. Yellow plane director says hold. Is everybody safe? Okay, now I'm getting ready to pass this off to the shooter. Pass the ball off.
This is a Squadron 42 launch, right? This isn't like a Persistent
goes up.
Universe launch.
You give the thumbs up. Shooter finishes the hover hand signal.
Ask because
signals the pilot
people are going to want to get the hell out of there pretty quick, right? In the Persistent Universe.
And the shooter, once everything's safe, launches the craft. And that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
These new animations are really helping to keep things fluid and more immersive. As we continue to expand out the animation set, the designers and players will have a lot more options available for interactions.
Yeah, it's fun seeing how detailed everything is now. Did you do a lot of research on those takeoff animations?
Yeah, we did a bunch of research on how real military personnel handle it and watched video of aircraft carrier takeoffs. But we
Top Gun.
usually
They
use that
just
for
watched the
fun.
intro to Top Gun
We always
over and
wanna
over
make sure
again.
to incorporate our own Star Citizen flavor.
Totally. We did the same thing on the character side, used a lot of real-world reference, and then blended it together with our own style.
Well, that's all we have for today's show. We'd like to thank all our backers, new and old, for making
Wow,
the development
that was
of
the
our
world's
stream
shortest around the
possible.
verse.
And a special thanks to our subscribers for going that extra mile to help support additional community content like this episode's ATV and tomorrow's RTV. And also make sure to tune in
No way.
Friday, December
Top Gun, man.
16th for our annual holiday live stream. We'll have more details about that up on the website very soon.
Since we're having the live stream next week and the CIG offices will be on holiday break a few weeks after, this will actually be the last ATV until we return next year, January 12th.
But do not worry, there will be plenty of updates. Make sure to look at the weekly Community Managers log to see what is in store.
But until next year, we'll see you
Around the verse.
Best one ever. Good job, guys. Good finish. Good finale, too. Now, Adrian, this is where they got it from. This is exactly where they got it from. Right here. Let's just get that ad out of here. Pay a little homage. I'm gonna play this while I pull up my. Pictures. Welcome, Leon. Are you guys pumped for Top Gun 2, by the way? Bar Citizen folder, where are you? There you are. Alright. Here we go. See, look, that's exactly what he does. The little crawl on the ground. This is my favorite one here, hold on. That's my favorite one. Alright, that was cool. Let me here, let me show you guys some pictures here. Add media file. So Bar Citizen was pretty fun. I had to take off early. I took off around 11 or so. It was still, people were still a couple people were still coming in, so it was pretty cool. It reminds me of the jet scene from Battlefield 3. Wait, I played Battlefield 3. What jet scene? What jet mission? All right, pictures. Here we go. So this is the Moonshiners. If you guys are familiar with his Twitch stream, and Alberto. Alberto's the guy that's actually told me about. Alberto's the guy that told me about Code 8, that Code 8 short film. If you guys haven't seen that, you like science fiction, check that out, because that was awesome. That was absolutely awesome. That was them about to do shots. Drunk Pack, if you guys are familiar with him, his streams, he was just buying us shots all night, man. Like, guy loves shots. It was cool though. Much appreciated. That's another shot of those two right after they took the shot. You can see Alberto took it like a champ. Here is a picture of Alberto with an extraordinary angle. I didn't take this picture. Extraordinary angle on his beer. I don't know, man. That one cracks me up to all hell. That's a 90. That's like a 90, no, 180. I guess 89 degree angle on that thing. So that was pretty good. Here, I'll save that one for last. I won't. Here's the crew, including Drunk Pack in the center there, who kept buying us shots. Moonshiners, the head honcho of the Alliance organization, right there. And I forgot who this is. Who's sitting across the way? Anyway, we last time we were in the back there, but we got pushed to the front, and this whole wall right here was this pretty cool. It's just a bunch of old school lunch pails from like the 1980s. Really cool stuff. A lot of transfer, like the old metal ones and stuff. A lot of cool stuff. And then here is a picture. Here is a picture. Well, I'll give you two. He's gonna fucking kill me. But I gotta show it. No, I can't. But this one, Tokyo. If you guys are familiar with Tokyo, he said, "Go for it. Show the picture." So fuck it. I'm gonna show the picture. So this was the kind of night it was. And he was farther away from me than the picture indicates, but that was the kind of fucking night it was. Anyway, it was cool. It was really cool. God damn, I want to show that last picture. Sorry, man. Alberto, I want to call you out so bad right now. But I won't. I don't have your permission. Anyway, that was it. It was fun. It was a good time. You can see in the background some of the old school things. Old school lunch pails. It's a permission thing, you know what I mean? It's a permission thing. I don't want to step like I'm gonna like these guys are cool. I'm cool with these guys, so I don't want to step on his toes. He's been good though, so I will say I will show it in the next one if he gives me permission. Yeah, it was a good time. There's no. Let's just put it this way: he wasn't the only one with his shirt off at this point. It was more of a competition. so. But it was a good time. When's Rennie? When's you said? Oh, you answered me above. I didn't actually get a chance to read it. You said not monthly. Whenever something important comes up. So you guys usually do it around the big streams. Doesn't sound like you're gonna do one for the holiday stream, right? Wait, when's the next big thing after that? This is my first year, so I don't have a full year. I don't have a full cycle of all the annual events yet. But that's pretty cool. Highway to the danger zone. Anyone you actually want to see without a shirt on? Shit. I can't say because I'm married. Not that she watches my streams, but... Alright, perfect. That's actually perfect. I'll, Oh, come on. Come say hi. It's like she knows I'm, like, about to wrap up the thing, so she wants to come in and say hi quick. Cool. Yeah, February. I'll definitely be there, man. Correction, I won't definitely be there, but there's enough time where I can prepare for it. So I'd love to, absolutely love to come up there, drive up there. It's only going to take me like 4 hours, so. Yeah, that's about it. Wow, that was kind of short. Usually I wait till after around the verse, or reverse the verse, so we have a couple things to watch here, but anyway. Let me know if you guys like this format. It's you know, if it's a car, if you're driving down, then the bus and the train, they get off like pretty close, so it's an easy trip. But yeah, the car, especially if it's at nighttime, I have trouble finding parking unless you just want to park in a parking garage for a little bit. But anyway, all right, cool. I'll wait around for like 20 more seconds here. I gotta prep dinner, guys. Isn't that the story every time I'm on? That was good though. There was a lot of good information in that stuff. I had no idea on this stuff. I had no idea they had so many exits and entries. That's really cool. But that was short. Last one for the year. Anyway. All right, cool. I appreciate you guys. I know. I appreciate you guys jumping on here. Cool, David. Let me know. All right, guys. I'll see you around the verse. If you guys want to met after this week, I'm actually going to be. So there was a comment. Actually, real quick, there was a comment down there that said 2.6 was pretty close. I didn't hear any references to 2.6 being released. So maybe they're talking about some other stuff in the forums or whatever. I'm not quite sure. Sounded like they had like a date. Oh well, I'll read about it on the forums. Anyway. All right, guys. Keep up the reaction, Fizz. No problem, JoJo. I got all sorts of weird thoughts. I should just say half the shit that's on my mind. But anyway, all right, guys. Peace out.